Everyone has their own opinions of the meta and Marvel Rivals, but if we take a look at the actual stats, who are the most picked characters currently in the game? In the Season 2.5 patch, I thought I'd take a look at the top 5 duelists based on pick rate, and we're going to make it a little bit fine-tuned here and go from diamond rank and above. So most players who actually play this game fairly regularly will be included in these stats. So who are the most picked heroes in the game? And while some of them are based on the current meta, there's some interesting picks in here that really showcase the overall playstyles of most duelist players. These stats are all from rivalsmeta.com. There's no guarantee that these stats are 100% accurate, but they're the closest thing we have to real stats, besides the, seasonal hero hot list. So let's take a look at the top 5 most picked duelists in Marvel Rivals as of this latest patch. Number 5 is an interesting choice, but I suppose it's not too surprising, but I was really surprised to see it this high up on the list. It's Scarlet Witch. Now, with Doctor Strange coming back into the meta a little bit, it does make sense to see Scarlet Witch's pick rate go up because her team up with Doctor Strange is pretty decent, and it creates a bit more of a opportunity for Scarlet Witch to fit into the meta. Without the team up, she still struggles a little bit with range. She does have her secondary to deal range damage, but she really needs to rely on getting up close and personal and using her auto-aim primary alongside her maneuverability on her shift ability to sort of close the gap. And if you can't do that and you don't have the Doctor Strange team up, I do think Scarlet Witch is still a little bit lacking, but it was really surprising to see her here, and when I tried her out today in ranked, I did feel like we had some good moments of her. Her ultimate is still a little bit tricky to make work at most times, but when you do get some eliminations with it, it does feel pretty satisfying. Overall, I think Scarlet Witch is a decent character at the moment, but not always the best unless you've got Doctor Strange on the team. Number 4 is Hela. I mean, no surprise here. I was kind of surprised not to see her higher in the list, but yeah, Hela is one of the best hit scan characters in the game, and she always has been. No matter what's happened to the meta, she's always been a good choice, and having a really high damage hit scan ability is just so useful in so many situations. And you see that no matter what's going on in the meta, Hela's always picked in competitive quite a lot. So no surprise here that she's seeing a resurgence in ranked. It's a poke meta. You've got a lot of other hit scan characters being in the meta. Dive characters are falling off a little bit, and her extra 2 shots per reload now since the latest update give her a little bit more power to secure kills. I mean, how many times in the past did you almost eliminate someone with Hela and then you have to reload? It happened a lot, and now it happens a lot less often. So no surprise here whatsoever. Now, the next choice I was surprised to see above Hela, but not so surprised to see him in the list at all. This is Winter Soldier. Yes, Winter Soldier is ranked at number 3 above Hela. Now, Winter Soldier is still always been a very good character, and if you can get your hooks off, he's going to change the flow of combat quite effectively. Now, the trouble is, there's a lot more shield heroes this season, right? We're seeing a lot more Magnetos, we're seeing more Strangers again, so that's kind of like the more common tanks that we're seeing. So I was quite surprised to see Winter Soldier somehow creep into the top 5 duelists. Either way, he's still really good, does a lot of damage, he fits into the hit scan sort of meta we've got going on at the moment. There's damage, and his primary attack is really, really strong. A fairly decent counter to Hela in some situations, or maybe not a counter, but an equal matchup, so to speak. And, he's really good against flyers as well, which really helps. You got Storm, you got Human Torch, you got Ultron, Iron Man running the game right now. So having a Winter Soldier really does make sense to potentially use your E to bring them down out of the sky. So yeah, actually, no surprise. The ultimate is probably more effective than the Hela ult most of the time for securing kills. If you pop it at the right moment, at least from my experience, I get more eliminations per ult with the Winter Soldier than I do with Hela. What are your opinions on that? I'm not sure if I'm the only one that feels that way. Now, number 2, we have the Punisher. Even though he's been removed from the Rocket Raccoon team-up, he's still very prevalent across all levels of play at the moment, and, I mean, he's got the most simplest kit, really. It's an assault rifle, it's hit scan, no matter where you shoot, you're going to hit, and now he has a 40-round mag on his assault rifle. It was 30, a big 10 ammo boost, which is really quite significant when you think about it. So no longer are you just basically farming damage for your ult, you're also actually securing more kills this season. Not only is the ammo increased, but the damage per shot has gone up as well, which brings the DPS up just quite a little bit. So it was 180, it's now 190 DPS, and if you get some headshots in there, that elevates it even higher. Overall, some really, really nice changes to the primary, and definitely starting to feel it myself when I played the Punisher. He definitely gets more secured eliminations than he did before. And his ultimate has been improved as well now. His ultimate will allow you to move faster when you're firing and also when you're not firing. So you've got snappier movement. I definitely felt that in my game as well. You can just walk around corners while shooting a little bit faster now to secure extra kills, and it definitely counts. These little stats and tunings seem like not that much on paper, but for Punisher specifically, they really did make a big difference. Now, the number one most picked duelist in the game right now is Iron Man. Now, a bit of a surprise. Iron Man, everyone, he's got a nerf technically because he was taken out of the Omega team up, but he got an anchor bonus boost. 5% extra damage doesn't sound like much, but it does add up when you're dealing with a laser beam that does DPS, right? Pretty decent amount of damage now from it. Not as good as the old Omega team up. I think the current values are when you go into Umber Overdrive, you're doing 199 DPS. In the past, it was 220. So it is a nerf, but you get that regardless of if you have the Omega team up or not. And one of the main reasons why Iron Man is popular right now is probably because of Ultron. Ultron is really popular. He's the new hero. It makes sense. So people are playing Iron Man so that they can get the team up. Whether or not the team up is that good or not is yet to be seen. I don't think it's the best team up right now, but yeah, that's definitely going to encourage more Iron Man players to come out and pick him because of the Ultron team up, no matter what. And actually, I think Iron Man is a really good counter to Ultron. With Ultron having sort of low damage per second, Iron Man is a really nice, more maneuverable flyer that can just get up in Ultron's face and take him out. When I play Ultron, I struggle with Iron Man, and when I play Iron Man, I find taking Ultron pretty easy. Like, I can just get closer to him and take him out of the sky pretty easily. In my experience, maybe I just say this because I'm an Iron Man main myself, I find it easier to take down Storms, Human Torches, and Ultrons as Iron Man, just simply because he feels a bit more maneuverable. The movement ability you get on Iron Man really allows you to move around quickly. I think a lot of people were worried that Iron Man would be easily countered against by Hela, Punisher, Winter Soldier, and in some cases, yes, but also if you play Iron Man well and you use the AoE blast radius of the repulsor attack, then you can play behind cover and still do damage against Helas and Punishers without having too much worry about it. I feel like in some situations, if you play it well enough on some maps, Iron Man can even counter the hit scan heroes because he can fire around corners, whereas the others can't. So, I don't know, it's interesting. Interesting to see. I'm quite excited to see Iron Man at the top because, well, he's my main. Also, not so excited because he does get banned a lot as well. What should we do next as a video? Should we look at the top tanks, the top strategists, or maybe we should look at the most banned heroes? Let me know, and I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio.